A lot of what I'm going to say you've already heard, but I'm going to enjoy repeating a lot of the things. I was diagnosed as a celiac in January of 2003. That was after 50 years of being wrongly diagnosed and being told I had a spastic colon. But when you hear Alice's story that you all heard, my whole life was not anywhere near as bad as that, because like any other disease, you can have it really bad and you can just barely taste, wheat or rye or barley. And in my case, I had it, I guess, slightly, which created stomach problems for me for my entire life. So I was diagnosed at the University of Pennsylvania, and I was thrilled to know that I didn't have a spastic colon and that I didn't have to do anything except stop eating wheat, rye, and barley and the derivatives of those things. I mean, it's amazing when you think about it. You don't need a pill, you don't need anything. The very next day, I was cured, and I haven't had a stomach problem since. So I started on a journey to find gluten-free food. And I told people I was a celiac, and they said, "What's a celiac? And what's gluten-free food?" And it wasn't easy, and the doctor gave me a list of things, and you went out and looked, and you tried to find things, but it wasn't easy. And when you think about it, that was only 8 years ago. 8 years ago. And then along came Alice. Not only was she beautiful, but I was really impressed with her passion, her intelligence, as she explained her personal journey, which you all heard, in finding out that she was a celiac. And her goal was to make sure that no one ever again suffered like she did. And believe me, she's come a long way towards that goal. She wanted to start the National Foundation of Celiac Awareness, and I wanted to help her get started. It was founded in December 2003, a little over 7 years ago. Incidentally, one of her first projects was to have a TV ad explaining my history as a celiac. And I got calls from friends, family, wanting to know how long I had to live. They're really sorry to hear I had this horrible disease. It was really quite interesting. But just imagine, 7 years ago, in the short span of 7 years, this magnificent, driven, intelligent woman, who incidentally could run any company in the world, has singularly put celiac disease on the map, and gluten-free foods are plentiful and found everywhere. How did this happen? It happened largely due to the tireless effort of Alice. She got Anheuser-Busch to make a gluten-free beer. She got supermarkets such as Whole Foods, Wegmans, and Walmart to create gluten-free food departments, and that's just a few. She got major brands to start producing gluten-free products. Then she tackled the restaurant industry, and she got the National Restaurant Association, and she urged them to put gluten-free things on the menus of their restaurants that belong to the association. She was one of the few non-medical people to get a grant from the Woo! We can help you there. Sit down out. You don't have to pick it up now. Alice, I didn't mean to excite you like that. She was one of the first, as I started to say, non-medical people to get a grant from the National Institute of Health. And I think everyone knows that in order to get a grant like that, the paperwork is this thick. She did it by herself, and she got that grant. And it was an enormous accomplishment. I could go on and on about her accomplishments for another hour, but I know you don't want me to speak for that long. Oh, I almost forgot. She teaches doctors. Created the only website ever devoted to celiac disease continuing education. Doctors weren't testing for it. Now, because of Alice, more of them are. Today, who doesn't know about celiac disease? Today, who doesn't know about gluten? Tonight, we honor the person responsible. I'm extremely proud to introduce my dear friend, Alice Bast.